Hello everyone, my name is Drew. Today, we're talking about some issues. So in this first episode of Issues, I'm actually going to talk about two comics that I've just started reading that came out in April, and then one that's came out in 2003 that I'm getting through. So we'll start out with the newest ones, both coming out in April. The first one I'm going to talk about is Spencer and Locke. Now, this is a comic that, let's just say, Calvin and Hobbes meets detective comics. So we have Locke, who is a detective, works in homicide, and he has a partner called Spencer. Now, Spencer is his imaginary panther from when he was a little kid. So like Hobbes is to Calvin, except he's grown up and he didn't get out of that phase. So he has a partner that's an imaginary blue panther with a button for an eye. The cool thing about this comic, it's very like gritty and like it doesn't shy away from like, you know, people dying and fighting and all that kind of stuff. But every so often it's intersplit with little comic strips, almost like a Calvin and Hobbes comic strip from when Locke and Spencer, when they were just kids. So it's very cool. There's only one issue right now. I'm just gonna have to keep reading it, see if I like it, but right now I'm really digging it. I love the idea having a detective, his imaginary friend as his partner, and he does carry around his little stuffy that is the panther. So it's a really cool idea. I'm really digging it so far. Again, only one issue right now. I'll have to wait till next month to see what's going on with it. Right now, I'm loving it. Now the next issue that I'm going to talk about, the next comic I'm going to talk about, is called X-Men Blue. Now with this one, there is some backstory that goes with it, some of the older X-Men comics and such. I'm not 100% caught up to breast with it. Like I don't know exactly what's going on. I'll have to read some back issues, some Wikipedia articles to get caught up and know exactly what's going on. But what we have right now is in the current X-Men universe, we have the X-Men from the 1963 comics. So we've got Marvel Girl, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Iceman, Angel, and Beast. So they've all been taken from their original comics in like the 1963, transported to the future to right now. Now some things have gone on. Cyclops is a bad guy on the run type thing. Like Charles Xavier is dead. This world is just messed up type thing. And they've been brought forwards in time because they still hold the original philosophy and goals that they originally wanted to, and they haven't been corrupted by what's been going on. So they've been brought forwards to be the new X-Men team without having to deal with all the blah, what's going on kind of crap. So this is a new team of the old X-Men, but their older counterparts are still in the world. So Cyclops is still an older person in the world, but now we have younger Cyclops as well. So this is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to read up on some of the backstories and all that kind of stuff to get caught up and know exactly what's going on. There's been some big cataclysms and all this kind of stuff that's going on, but as a jumping off point, I think, hey, this is pretty cool. X-Men starting from fresh, from X-Men Blue. There's another one, X-Men Gold, I haven't really gotten into yet because it doesn't have Cyclops in it, and I'm a huge fan of Cyclops, so that's what's going on with that. So I'm reading X-Men Blue. I'll catch up with the Wikipedia articles and some back issues, trying to fill in some gaps. But it's pretty cool so far. It's really reminiscent of how the original comics felt. And I've read 40 or 50 of the original comics, so I do have a feel of what the originals were like. And this one's trying to recapture that feeling and that joy and whatnot. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes forwards and getting caught up in just figuring out everything. Now the last set of issues I'm going to talk about is Conan. Now this is the Dark Horse run, starting originally in 2003, and it went from 2003 to 2008. And then like 2010 to 2012, like there were Conan, Conan the Chimerian, Conan the Destroyer, Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Kingslayer, Conan. So there are a bunch of different runs of it. I'm only on the first one right now, but it's pretty cool. Gives you some really behind the scenes, like some backstory to Conan. I originally started reading the 2011 run, Conan the Chimerian, which is really cool. It's like him sailing on a ship, and he's more of a pirate than his, usual riding around on horses and killing people kind of thing. So that was really cool. And then I realized, oh, this is like part 2 of a very long series of comics. So I jumped back to the original, just Conan, and I'm reading that one right now. Very cool. I'm not sure if there is like a specific reading order. I'm pretty sure you can just jump between whatever comics you really want. Comic sections, not like issues, but really liking it so far. Very bloody. If you love Conan, you love seeing people get chopped in half and stuff like that. Any of the Conan, well, the two that I've read so far, the Conan and Conan the Chimerian, very good, very cool. Lots of blood, lots of sword and sorcery, like right up my alley. So if you want to check out those two new comics, we've got Spencer and Locke, we've got X-Men Blue, and then if you want to jump back, we've got some completed series of Conan, all really good so far. I'll keep you abreast when new issues come out of Spencer and Locke and X-Men Blue. And then next time we talk, maybe I'll have some new comics to talk about. Who knows? But until I see you guys next time, keep it real.